Hey, what's up? It's William from skidhacker.com, and this is my tutorial on Dark Comet. So, before we get started, I need you to make sure that you've already port forwarded. If you haven't port forwarded your router yet, this whole thing is useless. But, I'm going to assume you're somewhat intelligent. So, I want you to check it now. This is my IP, but you need to go to canyouseeme.org. Your IP will show up here. Then whatever the port is you used, mine happens to be 1337, you click check and it will show you success. If you cannot see that, you've done it wrong and need to go back and do it again. But I'm going to assume you're more intelligent, so let's continue. What you need to do is you need to go to www.darkcometrat.com. Once you get there, click on the downloads link that says Dark Comet Rat. Now, before you continue any further, make sure you disable your antivirus. Otherwise, this whole thing will be wiped and it won't be, well, useful. So, once you disabled your antivirus, click Download Now. Go ahead, I know it's a big lie, but go ahead and click all these. Then click Start Download. I've already done it, so I don't need to do it again. But what's going to happen is there's going to be a window that pops up. And it's going to say Dark Comet Rat. You need to extract all those files into a folder. And then name the folder DC for Dark Comet. Once you've done that, it's going to look like this. Now, double click Dark Comet. This will pop up. What you need to do is you need to click on socket/net. Then you right click it and add port to listen. But wait, you gotta do something else before you get this far. You need to hide your IP. Yeah, I know, you're excited, but this is to make sure that people can't find out who you are. So that wouldn't be good. Wouldn't end well. So go ahead and create an account. I've already done it, so I don't need to. Pause the video. Now that you've created an account, go ahead and log in. Now, you're going to want to hide your IP, so click on Add a Host. Now, before you do any of this, you need to download the client. It's probably going to ask you for some additional information. Go ahead and fill it out. Doesn't matter what it is. Pause the video. Now once you've done that, you need to make a host name. I personally have skidhacker.com. Skidhacker video. Now, this is very important. Make sure it's under the no IP free domains. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So go ahead and use whatever you want. Then click Create a Host. I've already done that, so I don't need to. So, once you do that, it's going to show up like this. Make sure you remember this, or you have an additional window open. Once this is open, you now have a new IP address. So, you do right click on this and do add port to listen to. Whatever the port is that you did in your port forwarding, put it in here. Mine happens to be 1337. Whoop-de-doo. Once that's done and you see listening to port and all this, great! You're now intelligent. Give yourself a pat on the back. No, go ahead. I am. This right here, just ignore it. It doesn't matter. Then what you want to do is click on Dark Comet Rat and go to Servo Model and click on Full Editor. Expert. Pfft, you're not an expert yet, but that's what this video is. Now, what you do as you go here, you see it says process mutex. Just click this a whole bunch of times. It's nothing big, nothing important, right? Now, if you don't have a crypter to crypt your files, you're going to want to have this clicked. Now, if you do have a crypter, wow, you did a lot of work looking for one. Go ahead and unclick it. Then you want to go down to network settings. Then you want to put in what you had here. Okay? Whatever it was on the no IP, you put it here. And then whatever the port forward is, there. Now, you want to leave this alone. There's no need to move it. It's all fine as it is. This is the welcome message that they're going to get once they open the program. So you can do whatever you want. You can do this, doesn't matter. You can edit this to ha, got ya, or whatever you want. And then the message. Just whatever you want. And then it'll pop up like this. Or this. Or this. Whatever you want. I personally like the X one. Sounds better. So, once you do this, you want to make sure that persistent process is hidden. You want to make sure these are checked right here. These aren't checked, you're fucked. Also, work in order systems such as XP. Make sure all these are checked. And these you just want to leave alone. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Now, this is where it begins to be fun. You can do custom icon, or you can do no icon. I personally like custom icon. You can do any one of these that you want. You can do any of these. Whatever you feel the person uses the most, just pick one. Doesn't really matter. Now, stub finalization. You're almost there. Now, like I said, if you have the crypter, you don't need to do this. But if you do have one, use no compression. Make sure it's as an exe, and then you build the stub. Once you do that, something's going to pop up in your DC folder. Whatever it is you named it. It's going to pop up. Don't run it on yourself. Then you're going to rat yourself, and if people get you, they're going to get you and everyone they have. So don't do it. Then what's going to pop up is whoever you hit. So, again, this is William from skidhacker.com, and this is my tutorial on how to set up Dark Comet. I hope this helps you, and good luck out there.